In recent months, we have seen how social media are becoming an important part of the search engine optimization. There is no doubt that a well planned social media strategy makes or takes down a brand. Regardless of whether your business is a small or a large, online or offline, social media provides a great opportunity and advantage for every business. Social media marketing is a powerful way for businesses of all sizes to reach their prospects and customers. Your customers are already interacting with your brand through social media. And if you're not speaking directly to your audience through social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram, you are missing out a huge amount of opportunity, my dear friends. Hey people, how's it going? This is Emil Eji, and welcome back to another interesting episode on the Marketing Manifest Show. In today's episode, we are going to talk about why you should use social media for your business. Today, we have Sohil Srivatsa, who's a 19-year-old digital marketer and is the founder of GrowthHeads Digital Marketing Agency, which helps startups, SMEs, and influencers grow digitally and help them meet their business goals. I welcome Sohil to the Marketing Manifest Show. Hey Sohil, how's it going?
Hi Emil, I'm fine. What about you?
Yeah, everything is going good over here. How's things going up for you?
It's really nice. Yeah, and I thank you so much for inviting me on this wonderful podcast. Yeah.
So before we start, can you tell us more about yourself from being a BBA undergraduate to founding a digital marketing agency? Like, how did all this happen?
All right. So, as you said, I'm a 19-year-old digital marketer and entrepreneur and the founder of GrowthEdge Digital. So, basically, what happened, what my story is, so this is actually my second business, not my first one.
Wow.
I started my first one when I was just 16 years old, and it was more of an affiliate marketing store like e-commerce. But eventually it failed. I'll be like, yeah, it did, but that's all right. So this is my second business. So what happened is I've been trying to create a personal brand on LinkedIn, and I was also working with a few organizations as a freelancer and intern and all those things. Then what happened with me was when I was trying to create a personal brand on LinkedIn, I used to like it just happened 2 months back, and I started creating a lot of content related to marketing. And then what happened was that I saw that people are really liking it, and then a few people even started approaching me, like as an opportunity to work for them. So I thought that this could be a really good opportunity because I was getting a lot of people approaching me. So what I did was I thought I'll start my own agency. Why not take this opportunity, right? So that's how it started. So basically, GrowthEdge Digital is an agency that helps startups and SMEs and influencers and with growth. So basically, our mission at GrowthEdge is to leverage the power of digital media to promote quality brands and help them climb the ladder to success.
Awesome.
All right. So we do it through our special blend of uniqueness, empathy, and culture. So that is what I believe in as a marketer. So uniqueness, as in we will help you be unique and stand out in your domain. Empathy, as in I believe that if your customers can relate to your brand, then you are sold. That's what I believe in.
Okay, awesome.
Right. And culture, as in this multicultural world, we will help you find your own cultural persona so that you can connect with the right audience. So that's what we at GrowthEdge believe in. And currently we only specialize in social media, giving services like growth strategy management and paid advertising. So yeah, that's about me and my agency.
Wow, that's amazing, man. Like seeing a 19-year-old guy who's a founder of a company, that's really amazing. When I was 19 years old, I never knew about digital marketing, and that I mean right now the current generation, you guys are doing an awesome job right now. You guys have started your own business at the age of 19, which is, you started your own business at the age of 16, right? That's really amazing. I don't think at the age of 16 what I was doing, but I was never doing business at that particular point of time. So I mean, this is
Yeah,
an
yeah.
amazing journey you have.
Thank you,
So,
thank you.
so my first question is, why do you think businesses should use social media nowadays? Like, what are their benefits?
Okay, honestly, it's 2020, and I think that if your business is not on social media currently, then you're like invisible. Okay, so if you think like, yeah, so if you think like social media is any platform where you can create and share content and engage with different kinds of people. So what happened in the last report? I guess it's of May or June. I read that around 4.5 billion people are on social media currently.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's like more than
It's a
even
very
half of
huge.
the world.
It's a very
Yeah,
huge number. Yeah.
yeah. So like I want all entrepreneurs and founders or owners of businesses to like ask themselves, like, do you really want to miss out on this opportunity to reach out to so many people? I mean, it's crazy. It's a
Yeah.
huge number, and like almost everyone is on social media right now. So yeah, so there are this is not just the only thing. There are many more benefits. For example, you can connect to your target audience, which is a very great thing. Like on social media, only those people will follow you who actually like what you do. So these people are interested in you, in what you do, and you can even target your audience through paid ads, right?
Yeah.
So that is a really good thing. And then one more thing that I like, the audience is one thing. Then you can also humanize your brand. You can engage with people. Like social media is basically most widely used for brand awareness and brand visibility. You can, and yeah, there's one more stat that I read, that almost 70% of the people who are on social media have stated that they got to know about a brand, they got to know about a new brand that they really love right now through social media. So that's how powerful it is. That's how much brand visibility it can give you, right? And also one more important thing is that it's really cost effective. I mean, if you compare it with traditional marketing or anything, social media is way less, and if you can achieve so much
It's
through
the most cheapest form of marketing.
Yeah,
compared
exactly.
with,
I mean,
traditional marketing. Whereas in
yeah,
traditional
I mean,
marketing, you see you need to spend a lot of money on commercial ads or TV ads, or maybe a newspaper ad is like a really costly thing, and that too to get on
yeah,
to the first page of a newspaper, like it's damn costly.
yeah, exactly. And if you think like there are paid ads on social media, but they are like, it's not, you can't compare it to how much you have to pay for these traditional methods. And even if you don't have the budget for paid ads, you can still achieve so much for free through organic reach, through content marketing, literally. So I think that those are the benefits of social media, and that's why a business should be on social media, right?
That's amazing. That's a good insight what I got. So
Yeah.
in the world, I mean, in today's world, social media is changing incredibly fast, right? So when you're just starting out, like when a new brand or a new business is starting out, which is the channel would you choose to start with?
Okay, so firstly, yeah, you're right. The world of social media is changing incredibly fast. It was always changing, and it will change in the future too. That's how the
It has
world
seen a
works.
tremendous growth when you
Yeah,
I mean
exactly.
see with social media, it's a really high peak channel which is happening right now. So
Yeah, and you've seen like many new platforms have also come up, and they're growing so fast. Like it's changing so fast. Like earlier, it used to be only Facebook that was really very popular, but then platforms like Instagram came up, and I think in the younger demographic, Instagram is even more popular than Facebook now. I mean, it's a different story that Facebook owns Instagram, but still, yeah, but still. And then platforms like Snapchat and even TikTok, before getting banned, it was so popular in India. TikTok was
TikTok's
really
growth
popular.
was really amazing. That the peak which it had, none of the social medias were able to match the peak which TikTok had. Like most of the users, they were building their own businesses just by making videos, and I would say TikTok was I mean, I feel many creators have lost their business and brand deals
They
just
have.
because TikTok got banned. And that's a
Yeah,
huge
definitely.
change which happened in today's world for most of the
Yeah,
creators.
but that's how it is, and you have to be, careful with social media because things like this happen. But there are always new opportunities, like Instagram started Reels, so that's how it changes. So you have to take that opportunity. So coming back to your question, like what platform should you start out with? So I think the first thing you need to do is understand your audience. Like, who are you trying to reach out? Basically, what are you trying to do? What your content is about, and who you are trying to reach out. Okay, and then you need to understand each platform.
Okay.
For example, for me personally, I wanted to create content based on marketing and brands and digital marketing. And for me, I thought that LinkedIn would be a great place to do it, because if you think about it, why do people come on LinkedIn? It's because they want to learn things related to their career, profession, and
It's
all
more
that.
of a
Like,
professional network,
yeah,
as
yeah.
I would
So,
say. Hmm.
so that's a great place if you want to create content based on marketing and things like that. But suppose you are an artist and you're creating like beautiful songs or things like that, then do you really think that you would find that growth, that reach on LinkedIn? Like, honestly, no one is on LinkedIn to find new songs, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
No one.
see,
Yeah,
every social media channel has its own uniqueness. Whereas if you
yeah,
see in LinkedIn, it's a professional platform. But whereas if you maybe if you see, I mean, as you said, like for us, so I mean, music or some kind of artist, maybe people could choose
yeah.
YouTube or maybe
YouTube or
Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah,
So yeah.
definitely. So that's what you have to do. You need to understand your audience and your content, and then you need to start. So what I see is that many people, when starting out, what they do is they join all the platforms, and then they
Instead
start
of
creating on
focusing on
all of
one.
them. Yeah, they start creating on all of it, and then eventually what happens, they see that they are not growing on any one of them because they have that divided attention, and then eventually then they stop, they quit because they start failing.
This is the most blunder mistake each and every
Yeah,
artist or maybe the creator do. As far as my piece of advice, what I would say is, like, work on one platform and make sure experiment on things where you could do. I mean, experiment on
yeah,
various different factors and
definitely.
see whether which is working out for you. No, I mean, you cannot like justify saying that this is the right platform you can work on. That is definitely not true as far as my concern. But if at all you need to get into, I mean, you need to find a channel, then you have to experiment it yourself, right? I mean, do you
Yeah,
agree to my
definitely.
point?
Yeah, I agree, definitely. That's what I'm trying to say. You need to maybe start with one or two platforms when you're starting out, that's it. And eventually work your way up, eventually grow, eventually expand on other platforms. That's how you should do it.
This is my next question to you, Sohil. So, as you are a founder of a digital marketing agency, so how do you, and you specialize in social media marketing, as you said.
Yeah.
So, how do you do social media marketing in with respect to your agency, and how does it help you meet your marketing goals?
All right. Okay. So, firstly, what you have to do, like what we do, and what everyone should do, is set your goals. Okay, it's very important. It forms a base, and it gives you a clear path, like what you want to do, what you want to achieve out of social media, where you want to reach. So it's very important to set your goals when you're starting out. And then the next thing to do is research your audience. That's what we did. So as an agency, or as like Growth is on Instagram, or we are just on Instagram and LinkedIn right now, because like I mentioned before, we are focusing on.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, completely agree to your point.
Yeah. So what we first did is we researched our audience. Like, who do we want to reach out to? Like I mentioned before, right? You need to do that. And then we selected the platform. So that's what you have to do. Like I mentioned before in the previous question. Then what you should do is research your competitors. Research your people. Research the people who are creating same type of content, like doing the similar kinds of things. See what's working out for them, see what's not working out for them. Like for us, we saw plenty of marketing pages that are available on Instagram and LinkedIn, like Mad Over Marketing and all that. we're trying to create content similar to that. So what we first did is we ran a very thorough analysis of all these platforms. So we saw what's working out for them, what is the best thing that they're doing, what is not working out for them. And then one more important thing is social listening. So social listening is basically seeing what people are talking about a particular person or a brand on social media, right? So it's very important because it tells you what they want, and then if there are some problems in your industry of your competitors, you can take advantage of that, right? You can build, so social listening is important, and you can do it through just typing keywords and all that. But if you want more effective way of doing social listening, you can use tools like we use Hootsuite. So it's a really good tool to do it. All right, so this is very important, researching your competitors and audience. And then what you have to do is obviously start creating content, and
that's the most important
the
most important part.
Definitely, that's the most important thing. The other things just gives you an understanding of how to do it best, how to make the most effective content, and make sure that you are doing it consistently. Consistency is so important in social media. It wins. It helps you grow if you're consistent on any platform. That's the most important thing. You have to do it.
I completely agree with you. Without all that the effort you have put on, if you don't do your particular, if you don't work towards your goal consistently, then there is no point in doing any stuff in social media marketing. In social media marketing, I feel the most important thing is consistency, and that's where everyone should focus on more. If you're not consistent, and then you're not going to achieve anything, as far as I would say. I've seen people who have started out and then they didn't find any growth in that, and they left. That's because they were not consistent, and they did not put their 100% in it. That's what I would say. So people who are, my piece of advice here is like, people who are literally trying to get into social media marketing should be consistent. And if you're not consistent, then you're not going to fetch out anything from there, and you're literally going to end up with nothing. So awesome. Sohail, I completely agree to your point. That was a very valid point which you said. So my next question is, so how can a new agency like yours get their first client? Considering the competition and all those stuff, how did you get your clients, and what was your strategy on that?
All right, so I really love this question because there's so much to talk about it, and
I would love to hear about it.
Yeah. So many people wonder that because I'm 19 and it's really tough, obviously. So I'm a very realistic person, so I'll be really honest here.
Okay.
So if you're starting new and young, or not even young, if you're just starting out or without enough credibility in the industry, I want you to be realistic as well. So there are plenty of agencies out there who have been doing it for years, who have worked with big businesses, who have enough credibility, huge portfolios, case studies and all that. So how do you compete with them as a new agency? It's really tough because people are not willing to pay you. So what you should do is, you should be willing to work for free for the initial few months. That is very important. I cannot stress on how important that is. And many people, if you go on if you search, many people search how to price your services and all that, people will say check the industry pricing and then that's what you charge and all that. But what I would say is, don't do that. If you have a vision, if you think of the long term, don't just think short term, you have to think of the long term. You would be willing to work for free at the start, and that doesn't mean that you lack confidence. It's only that you're trying to prove yourself as an industry expert.
This is where you create that thing called as trust. Without trust,
yeah, exactly.
nobody's gonna come to you and nobody's gonna pay you. I would completely agree to your point. Giving out your services for free would be a best and the most important part if you're just starting out, because nobody is gonna come to you if you don't have any evidence to show that I've created a big amount of business for this particular client. But if you are able to crack a client, I mean, provide a service for free, and then if you're able to crack a very good business for that particular client, and that's where you get that social proof and a testimonial kind of stuff. And this is the, I mean, this you could use it to get in more new clients. So I completely agree with your point.
And even convert those existing clients into paying clients. Like if they see that I'm getting them good amount of business and things like that, they are willing to pay. They'll always pay. So like even digital marketing legends like Neil Patel, you know Neil Patel, right?
Obviously the whole world knows.
Obviously. So even he started out working as free. Imagine that. And look at him now. I mean,
he's built up like $1 billion business, and he's just sitting in his home and working out with his laptop. He just needs his laptop and phone, and he can work from anywhere, any part of the world. That's how he built his business, and I mean, he's an amazing guy. Actually, he's like my guru.
Same here. I've learned so much through him.
Awesome.
And one more thing that you can do is create a personal brand along with your brand. It should go hand in hand. It really works out. I mean, trust me, I've been just doing it for 2 months and I got so many opportunities just through that. I mean, I didn't even reach out to people, and before even launching, like a month before launching my agency officially, we already started working with clients, and I didn't reach out to any of them. How amazing is that? It's really nice.
It's amazing because like personal brand is something which is like, that's also going into a peak in today's life. I mean I've seen many people, as you said, personal brand and bringing your brand along with your personal brand is like a really good strategy to build your business, because as a brand you can do a lot of things once you're an established brand, and you can definitely bring out, I mean, if you are building a community, and that's where all your things work out, right? So it's very, if you're strong with your personal brand, then it's very easy to build your own company as well.
Exactly.
That's completely amazing.
Like I said, just have a vision, think long term, work your way up, and you'll be fine. You know, you should be willing to put in the efforts in the initial months. Working for free is not really easy. Like, it's easy to say, but it's not easy to do, because the motivation comes from the money for many people. But if you're really enjoying what you do, if you love getting results for people, proving a point, proving to people that, like for me as a 19-year-old, I can do this and that for your business. If you have that fire inside of you, I think working for free is not that big of an issue.
That's amazing, man. Like I wish, I mean, I would be happy to see you grow, and I'm gonna definitely be there to support you and in all kinds of things.
Man, thanks.
I mean, all the best to you and for your agency. I'm really happy for you, like starting out being a 19-year-old, and you're doing a great thing now. I mean, hats off to you, man. Hats off to you.
Thanks,
any advice to the audience would you suggest?
All right, so this is my advice to the new people, the people who are starting out new, or maybe even young entrepreneurs who want to start out. Like, I know many people who think that, but they don't do it. But this is my advice to you: if you start it, take maximum efforts, be consistent, and be patient. Efforts, consistency, and patience, that's what's gonna help you grow. If you take efforts and if you be consistent with your efforts, you will get results in the long term. You will definitely get it, but you have to be patient. It might take a lot of time for some people, it might take lesser time for some people, but you need to trust yourself. Start when you trust yourself, and just don't think of anything else. Just do it.
Just do it. Don't even think about anything. Just do it, man.
Just do it.
I mean, if you don't do it today, I mean, if you're not able to do it today, then you will not be able to do it tomorrow as well. If
I see many people.
Let it be. If you don't have anything, but just start it out, man. Like, you don't have to wait for something, a big opportunity. Try to achieve. I mean, try to do with whatever you have. Don't wait for this thing. But opportunities will come automatically when you start growing. That's
exactly.
I mean, this is a lesson I've learned, and I've been able to do that. So Awesome. This was absolutely a mind-boggling episode, isn't it, guys? I hope you all understood how important it is for a business to start working on social media marketing. I would like to conclude saying that people are on social media all day and every day. brands must go where people are. If not, then you're not going to achieve anything. However, not every social media platform is a good fit for every business. You should invest your time and skills in platforms where you're most likely to reach and engage with your target audience. Thank you so much, Sohail, for coming on the show. I did receive a lot of insights from you. I hope the audience also did. Thank you all for listening to this week's episode of the Marketing Manifest podcast. I will be coming back next week with another interesting episode. Until then, stay tuned and stay safe. This is Emil Eji signing off. Peace out.